Okay, hello everybody. Dry fit was done. It's glued now. You can see we got the Fernco over here that's connecting up. Shielded, it's a shielded conversion that is flexible to, you can take cast iron to PVC. So we slice through that and we put that on. We got the PVC. This is all 2-inch pipe, ABS, glued together. You can see down there that we did the same thing that they kind of did over here, where they have the brick in place and then they had the connector holding on it, so we got a good pitch. I put a piece of paver down in there that gives us, it's a very nice pitch. You're not going to be able to see it, but it is. It's a good pitch. I've got a good seal on both sides, so we've got a nice downhill run from here on forward. Then we glued up. We've got the P-trap going on, and we come up to here. This is the lower area. We're about 3/4 of an inch, roughly, off of the concrete slab, which is good because then we can run about a 3/4 of an inch to inch, a little over an inch, maybe inch and an eighth, to the outside area for our pre-slope mortar bed that we're going to have some lathe in. And that will give us a nice solid foundation for the next bed that comes over after we put on the membrane. So we're exactly where I wanted to be. The tough part of it all was your dry fitting and everything. What you got to take into account when you're dry fitting is that you're not really getting a good turn in proper fit of the pipes. And that's what I was sitting here for a while debating, do I take a little more off? Do I, not? Do I sit with what I had? But you got to consider when you go and put that glue on and then compress and hold, you're catching about probably an eighth to 1/4 of an inch on each seal that you have. So I took that into account. I was riding a little high. I was more like at about 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches that I was above the grade of the cement floor, the foundation. And I'm going to come and cement's going to come in and cover that up level to what the foundation currently is. But I just needed to make sure that I'm dry fitting these. I'm running a little high. I may want to take into account that when I start to glue them, they're going to settle. They're going to settle 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch. So with two joints right here that I'm looking at, that if it's 1/4 of an inch, truly, you're going to catch a 1/2 inch. And that's what I did do. I caught about 1/2 inch because I was about 1.5 inches. Now I'm 1 3/4 inches. I caught a little more than 1/4 of an inch out of each one. Nice and level. You can see we're in bubble down here on the torpedo level for that. So we're going to have a nice level base for our drain. It's not going to look cockeyed or a little off. We're going to have to grout a little bit more here or there. It should be nice and level. We're waiting for the glue to dry. So I'm probably going to let that dry overnight. Let everything sit overnight. And then tomorrow morning I'll get the hose in here, throw the hose into it, really turn it on, and see if we have any leaks from coming through here to there. I think we're going to get a much better flow. This shower, it was a tub / shower before, and we would get a lot of backup, always having to send something down there as to liquid plumber or something to clean it out. You can see this is the old one, and this was the elbow running downhill. That's pretty much half filled. It wasn't too bad in the pipe that I went to, but again, like I said, we're probably going to snake this out. We know we're going to have good flow. I would assume that P-trap, that old P-trap, it's probably even worse. That's why sometimes we would have flow. It's been in there 60 some years now. So that's going to happen. Sewage smell wasn't too bad. You know, it's not a toilet or anything. So it heads over to here. But, you know, it was more showery gunk than you could say real bad stuff. You know, you get that kitchen garbage or the toilet garbage, and it can be really bad. So everything's sitting. We look good. Tomorrow we'll run the test in the morning. If everything looks good and solid and sealed, then we're going to take all this backfill dirt and get it back in there, tamp it down. You know, get probably up to about here, and then after that, go get. I'm thinking 2 bags, maybe 3. 2 bags, so I'll buy 3. We use 2. We take 1 back of cement that we can get in here and start to level it off with the existing pad that we have. After that, we'll let it set a couple of days. And I'm probably, while that's, you know, drying and everything on a Sunday work, I'll continue on with the border walls that we're going to plan on doing here. So I'll keep on working on that and get that completed, so that once that's dried up, the next week, wife's out of town. Good thing, because we're going to have a mortar bed in here. We're going to be churning, and we're going to start laying down pre-slope. We're going to get the ODC water membrane. We're going to get that put in. And what else? So we'll get OD, and then I don't know, you know, pre-slope, do you let it dry or not? I got to read a little bit up on that. But once we get the OD membrane down, then we're looking at the actual bed, the shower pan bed that we'll work on. So that's about it. I hope everybody's enjoyed. It's really been an experience for me, and I'll talk to you later.